Hi, this is Tracy Blehm with Lazia Mind Body Healing and the Ignite Your Life Systems. And today's Daily Spark, I'm going to talk about, do you want the story or do you want the money? And what this is really about is I used to be, for some of you who don't know me very well, I used to work in architecture and design for many, many years. And in that industry, as there are in other industries like health and wellness and engineering and what have you, where people don't take the big training. So for example, in architecture and design, you could take an architectural technologist course, you could take an interior designer technologist course, or you can become an interior designer with a degree or an architect with a degree. So what happens is the people that do the 7 to 10 years to get the degrees are usually at the higher levels in the business, and then underneath them or supporting them, working with them, is the technologists. And what always happens 9 times out of 10 is that the technologists complain that the ones with the degrees are snooty or high on themselves or getting paid more than they're worth, and they whine, complain, which makes the culture very uncomfortable. However, that 1 out of the 10 goes back and does the upgrading. They get into the career, they decide, yep, I like it. I want to be at the upper echelons of this career. So I will go back, I will take the night classes, or I'll go back to school, or what have you, in order to get their degrees. Which means they become even more of a target, because then those technologists that are still bumping along, that still aren't willing to go and invest in themselves to get the career and the money, will then complain about the people that did, who are now sitting up there at that level, even though that's not where they started. So why am I sharing this with you today? Because yesterday I got together with a few people that I've worked with for years and years in the industry. And that was the conversation they wanted to start out with, is, complaining about these higher ups in their company. And I laughed because I said, well, do you want this whiny story for another 10 years? I hadn't seen some of these people in 10 years. Or do you want to invest in yourself and have the money and the career and the credibility? It's really up to you. It's really simple. Just because someone invested in themselves up front to get to that level, they did the time, they paid the money, they got the marks, they invested, doesn't mean that you can't. So then when I asked them, do you want the story or do you want the career? They all said career. However, I've asked them that question before, so we'll see if they choose it this time, or if they're going to get stuck and keep that story of how everyone's treating them so poorly just because they're a tech. So what does this mean for you? When I left, I asked, where am I choosing the story versus the money? Where am I choosing the wah, poor me victim, instead of just choosing the money? Because if you want to earn more, you need to learn more. So, fabulous Jack Canfield that shared that one. If you have any questions or you get stuck, I would love to help you. Be sure to visit my website at www.lasyhealing.com. That's lasyhealing.com. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Cheers!